Are officially live. What is up, everybody?
Hey, how's it going?
So far, so good. How's everyone doing?
Doing good.
Good. All right, so we are the Detonate staff that'll be hosting your podcast. Quick overview of what Detonate is, so you guys know what we do in case you have no idea who we are, you don't like our business or our games or any of that stuff, which I understand. Detonate is an esports organization. We have currently a few players in Smash, and we also have a SMITE team. We also host a Friday night tournament for Smite, and we do giveaways and stuff, which I'm pretty sure I already linked, but I will link again in chat, because I like to go ahead and do that stuff. I'm a promotion whore. Alright, me personally, I'm Lupo. I play Smite and Smash both, and I do all the marketing. I'm actually the co-owner for the company, and I'm pretty lame, but I do a lot of stuff, try and get work done, try and be smart. And that's about all there is to me. Right.
I'm the old guy, as was pointing out by Storm. Right here, I pretty much am a caster for Detonate. I enjoy Smite. I've been playing Smite for a little over a year now, and I'm also the production manager for Detonate. And it's been a lot of fun so far, and this is the first podcast, and ready to pretty much get it rocking and rolling. So, yeah.
Okay, I guess that leaves me. So I'm one Neon One, that Neon guy, Dranic. I have way too many names. Sorry, but I'm Dalton, or one Neon One, and I'm a Smash player / streamer. You guys probably, maybe some of you have seen me stream before. Basically, what I do as a team is I go to events, don't look like a buster, hopefully, and play Smash. And I also play people on Smash Online on stream and whatnot, and host King of the Hills and stuff, and some mini tournaments just for fun stuff. Other than that, it's really all about me. Kind of boring.
Yeah, so what we're going to be doing this week and pretty much every week is bringing on some guests, going over the news in Smite and Smash, respectively. Nothing too crazy, pretty much just simple stuff. Let you guys know what we do, talk about random news, try and be entertaining. Probably not. We'll find out. And so we'll be starting off with, basically our schedule will be hopefully about 20 minutes of Smite. Usually we'll have a guest. We don't this week because kind of last minute, hard to get someone in here. Then we'll have a guest for hopefully another 20 minutes and finish out with 20 minutes of Smash. And so everything gets covered. Hopefully you guys like it. Maybe not. We'll find out. But let's kick it off with our Smite discussion, if I can actually get the doc up to look at stuff. Alright, so I think the first thing we're going to go over today is the DDoSing issues with the SPL, which if you guys don't follow the Smite Premier League, or Pro League, excuse me, what's basically going on is there's a bunch of people playing online, big money tournaments, these are the best players in the world for Smite, and people are just going ahead and destroying their ping and making them drop out. So 4v5s are happening and stuff, and bad things.
Yeah, pretty much, if you don't know what DDoSing actually stands for some odd reason, it's the distributed denial of service attack. So what's happening is somebody is finding out a player's IP, and they're going on there via Skype or however they're finding the IP, and then from there, they're sending more data to their internet than can actually be downloaded than what their internet is able to handle. So they pretty much get locked out of the game. This is where you're seeing these the team has used all their timeouts and the player is still not available. Pain to be on last week did it, versus Eager. Omega's happened. It's happened to Anister twice in one weekend in both of his games. Everyone has pretty much been affected by this DDoS.
C9's actually pretty tore up about it, I'm pretty sure, with all this stuff happening, and now one of the quote-unquote best teams in the world, everyone's fanboy Barracuda, getting knocked out now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing, and that's really where the DDoSing issue happens. Is it's because of real money, like you said. Real money is involved now. One of the biggest things I think that's caused it is the alpha draft. You really didn't see a lot of this last split or even prior to alpha draft being introduced, and due to the fact that real money is involved, people want to win real money, and if it means that I pick this player from this team, knowing that I'm going to DDoS player X, I'm going to probably have a better chance of winning. There's been I know a lot of people in Smite, I know a lot of the pros. I don't want to say any direct names, but a lot of the pros think it's actually an inside job. If you saw a tweet put out by Enemy, or Enemy put out a tweet saying the game between Eager and Enemy was at a hidden time to the public and wasn't produced, and they still got DDoSed. So it has to be. It's kind of awkward that a person that doesn't know what time they're playing or what's happening there. Like something's going on in that issue where somebody's DDoSing them, and it's not really fun.
Well, I remember at the beginning of this season too, people are all talking about like, inside job with the seedings. Because if you remember, like the prior to the actual SPL stuff happening, where there was like everyone could get placed except for the top 2 people.
Yeah.
Everyone was complaining about who was it? What's the team? Challengers team. They should have probably won, but they didn't, and instead, the Juice team, I think it was like Smiley Face or something. No, Polyjuice. Yeah, Polyjuice got seated above in 8th place, and another team didn't, and everyone was like, oh, Hi-Rez is rigging it, and then the team that didn't get seeded had to play against the top seed, which was almost a guaranteed loss at the time.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have that versus the pros. And that kind of like the whole DDoSing is what leads us into like the next topic really is what Hi-Rez's response was to it. They have tried to inform players how to hide your IP, how to change your IP, and I guess Hi-Rez as a company is doing what they can to protect the players, which is what you'd hope to happen, and they have done that, because you can't blame Hi-Rez for the DDoSing. Like you can say, oh, Hi-Rez, your rule stinks with only 3 timeouts. If it's a DC, they should do whatever, but the rules have been there before, and it's worked. There's just an X factor of this person or people that are DDoSing that are causing issues among the other players. Now we've got 6 teams going from each region, when it was only supposed to be the top 4 having any sort of contention for the LAN. So they decided to add 2 more spots to each region due to this factor. And that's pretty huge.
It's major, where they decided, like, literally they took their whole business structure, the whole way they're doing this huge tournament. They had so much money in it, like, a team left with $1 million last year after the finals. And now they're just like, last minute, they're just kind of changing it up, saying like, well, now all these teams can go in there because security's not working, so screw it.
And a lot of people are saying that it's because, as you said earlier, the fanboy, the fangirl club of Cloud9, the world champions from last year, who were under the COG Gaming, weren't going to make it. They really mathematically almost had no chance at making it to top 4 without their 0-2 free victory to TSM, because TSM got DDoSed. They were sitting really low in the barrel, and like they probably weren't going to make it. Now, if you look at the rosters, or the standings, which if anyone doesn't have the links, I'll just link it in chat here real fast and show you guys. I mean, AFK sitting at number 1, Solo Mid sitting at 2. Then you have Eager at 3, but tied for second with Solo Mid, 8 and 6, and then Enemy sitting 7 and 7 in the middle. COG, the very surprising COG roster, sitting at 7 and 7, the newly put together, and then you have the favorites, Cloud9 at 6 and 8, right at that bottom 6 seed. And again, that's kind of where you'd expect Cloud9 could probably go ahead and pull out a few more wins. They might be able to go ahead and sneak up to 4th place if they play really well and if the DDoSing stops. But regardless, they've pretty much guaranteed a spot into the finals, because I don't see, no offense to Team Elevate, I don't see them doing too much there, and I don't really see Denial picking up steam late in the season in order to, get 4 or 5 victories in a row to put them where they need to be for LAN.
Yeah. Well, I think we can all agree that Elevate isn't really, they just don't have it in them right now. Like, their roster got changed around a bit, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure Gilly left, and they had a whole big stink about, oh, you're leaving for the Xbox money, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to be the new team that enters Challengers, to be like, oh, I won Challengers, and I beat the regulation team. It's like, oh, it's tough to be that newcomer. I mean, you're going to go 2-12 versus teams like AFK, Solo Mid, and Eager. Like, the fact that they've won 2 games and they've taken them off, like, of good teams it's pretty legit. I mean, congratulations to them. I mean, they need the practice. Just over in the EU standings, there hasn't been that many DDoSing attempts that I know of in the EU scene. But, I mean, if you look at the other side, I mean, Justice is sitting at the bottom. They were a Challengers Cup team. But I think there's some renewed flavor even on the EU side, is that the top 6 make it. Team Dig is in chance for it. They're 4 and 10. I mean, they're a 4 and 10 team that's sitting pretty for a possibility of making it to the LAN now because of this new 6 rule.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. It's something that Hi-Rez has always had a problem with in my eyes, where they kind of adjust things to meet with the standards as they come, and it almost makes them seem less professional than if they they kind of set boundaries. They thought really far ahead about everything that can happen, set these boundaries initially, and then everything would flow from there. But instead, it's kind of like they make changes on the fly, and it works in like the way they want it to, but it's just really, it's hard to step back, especially when you have like, you know, all these other big esports. You got like League and you got Dota, and they have such a good structure. And then you go to Smite now, and things are kind of changing last minute. It's just odd.
Well, LoL does everything, like all their major tournaments are LAN tournaments. They pay to have every team up there, and like that's how they do their tournaments. Are all LAN based. They don't really have any online tournaments, so it's kind of like one of those issues where do you go ahead and, you know, just have let's have a LAN best of 5 games, everyone go play each other, have random seed, but you have to have some sort of events in between, which is what the SPL's for, to, you know, that mid-season for the professional end of the season for the splits to get the money and everything. That's what it's all about. It's about the money. It's about winning LAN and getting $10,000 per LAN and, you know, per player and breaking it all down. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know if Hi-Rez is, they might be the third place, like the number 3 MOBA played, but do they really have the value of money and like in order to take the teams to LAN every single time and make all their events LAN? I mean, that's kind of tough.
It's a problem that they got to work on. Like, they just got to figure out better ways to handle it, because right now I don't think it's good, but it's just not enough for where they're aiming to be, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a little tough right there. But, I mean, really, that's the biggest story that's going on with Smite now, obviously, is the top 6, you know, teams going, which is going to make for an interesting super regionals, as they're calling it. I still believe, to my knowledge, they're still going to do the same rules and regulations as far as, like, the top 2 teams from each division make it to LAN or Worlds, and then that third place is a wild card spot that's going to be between NA and EU. I know they decided that NA and EU will have a standoff. The number 3 seeds that finish at the LAN are going to face off in some sort of best of probably 3 or 5 for that wild card spot, and that's going to be who decides the third place for Worlds. So,
well, I do want to complain about one thing about Worlds, and that is the fact that there are going to be 2 Chinese teams competing at Worlds. However, there's only going to be 1 Oceanic team, which is just like, in my eyes, like super disappointing, because I want to see Avant-Garde and I want to see Direwolves at Worlds.
Yeah, they're really good teams if you haven't watched them. Yeah, I mean they're close. Yeah,
they're definitely close. You don't know how they're going to interact with the other teams' metas and stuff, and like they're so visible for everyone. Anyone who plays Smite in an NA or EU, you know, they have the season ticket, so you can start betting on the Oceanic teams and stuff. People are all interested in that. And yet they're giving 2 spots away to the Chinese meta, which nobody knows. It's like so close.
We've never seen any.
No
Chinese
one understands
teams.
it.
Yeah, no one has seen. I don't know any of the Chinese players. The only time I heard of a Chinese player was like last Worlds when I was watching, and they were like, "Knight, he plays Anubis, and like that's all he does."
Oh
like,
God,
okay.
that Anubis.
So he's like
the
the Lazes of China, pretty much. Okay, cool. He plays Anubis. Like he throws out the laser D. That's about it. Like that's all I knew of this guy, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." But you're right. Like really, the Oceanic has been getting more and more publication in like Smite, the SPL tickets and all that stuff. You know, where is the second team there? You know, versus the Chinese, which again, no offense, we haven't seen anything of. So
yeah, it's just it seems off to me. I really like. I mean, I coached previously. I coached one of the Oceanic teams. And I had a lot of fun with that. I liked the players. I liked watching them play. I thought they were all really good, and they were developing really quick. And then, just 1 team. And people all know it's going to be Avant-Garde. Like, that's just what everyone's assuming, unless there's some big upset in, the final tourney or something like that. I think if they're doing it at the PAX Australia LAN, which could be interesting. But honestly, it's like, I just want to see 2 teams go from there. I like the scene. So it's a little disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, 2 teams from every region would be kind of fair. But, I mean, again, there's always next year. It seems like they're getting bigger. I mean, last year they started off pretty small. This year they've added more Challenger Cup teams, and they're adding more people to the regions, and they're putting more teams out there for Worlds, which, leads us to just saying, hey, if you have a team out there, practice and get into Challengers Cup. Like, practice, and not only play Challengers Cup, but, hey, Team Detonate, we do our own podcast. We do our own Friday night Smite tournaments as well. It's held every Friday, pretty much from 7 o'clock to about 11 o'clock. It's streamed on our channel here, and the tournaments have gem prizes. So if you have a team together and you're looking to practice, by all means, I mean, Friday Night Smite is a good competition based of players that come out and, they really have at it.
Yeah. All right. And to finish up our promotion, because we are pretty shameless, as you can tell by the whole Brilliant Bomb and all that, the website in the bottom right, I'm going to go ahead and shout out our giveaway. All right. So what our giveaway is for is we're currently celebrating the launch of our website, and I guess we can say the launch of our podcast now that we're just coincidentally doing it pretty close to it. You can enter on Gleamio. I'll throw the link in chat real quick. And yeah, there's a chance for you guys to win. First place will be getting a Logitech Dataless gaming mouse. Really nice mouse. Looks pretty, works well. And 800 gems. Second place is getting a tier convention skin. If you don't have one of those, you probably want it, because it's one of the few good recolors they actually put out at Worlds now. Yeah. And 400 gems. And third place is getting a tier monster ward skin and 400 gems. So definitely some good stuff. All you guys got to do is follow us on Twitter, check out the website. Just follow that link, you'll get all the info on it, and I think it's a decent enough deal for you guys.
Right, it's relatively little work for free things. It's not trade.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's really about it for Smite. So Neon, man,
real quick,
take it over.
We transition, guys. We know there's a delay, a slight delay, but I think it's Skype's fault, not OBS's fault. So we'll look into it next time. I tried everything to do to fix it. It's very slight, though, everyone's saying. But we are aware of it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying my best to fix it. But I don't think it's our fault. I think it's Skype's. So
this is the first podcast, so obviously we're going to have some technical problems.
So
probably I would expect more, but this is not that bad, I would say, for a first podcast. We're pretty much winging it today. Yeah. So because we don't have a guest today, usually this is about the time slot. We'd go ahead and throw the guest under fire, ask them a bunch of questions, make them feel pretty bad about themselves with some surprising questions, all that kind of jazz. But we don't. And so this is going to be a shorter podcast. And so now we're moving on to Smash. Hope you guys don't mind. So kick it off, Neon.
Right, so first off, happy birthday, Smash 4. We made it. We proved the Melee elitists wrong. I mean, I still love you, Melee guys. Don't think we're bashing you. Don't think that. But we are officially a year old. It came out September 13th. Of 2014 over in Japan for the 3DS. Roughly a month later for US, but in general, we are a year old now, so hype. And so, other than that, I mean, there's not really much to talk about with that, so...
yeah, we made it. That's all you gotta know.
You know what? We proved people wrong, and that's what, honestly, I'm super happy about it. So many people were shooting down Smash, saying, Smash 4 was only gonna last, a couple months max, it's a dying game, everyone's already complaining, blah, blah, blah. And the fact that we made it a year, as much as that doesn't sound huge, that's pretty big on, esports levels. Most of the time, esport, after a year, it's either make or break for them. That first year is completely make or break, and we are still holding strong.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't heard about Dirty Bomb since people got excited for that for 2 minutes when they were like, "Oh, it's gonna kill Counter-Strike." Where's that now?
Yeah, so you know what? We're still live. We still have huge numbers on shows ups at tournaments. A lot of tournaments we beat even Melee, which is a huge surprise to everyone. That's crazy.
Yeah, really.
So the fact that this game is staying alive and strong is awesome. So I feel like that's the only reason why we needed to talk about it a little bit. Next thing, so if you guys didn't know, we do have a Smash team. So I feel like we just introduce them in general.
Yeah,
so
we're not that bad.
We do have 3 Smash players on our crew, the team, I guess is the best way to put it. So we have Dark Flame, who's actually our new member. He just got announced not even a couple weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, really recently. I think it was 2 weeks ago now.
Just picked him up.
I always forget.
Just picked him up and instantly wins a tournament. I think he had 50 people there and he placed first. Whatever, no big deal. So he did. I don't know if people know FOE, but he beat FOE. He's a pretty solid player as is, so it's pretty cool. And so but he's in the MV/DA region. So MDVA, which is.
Oh my God! You just butchered that.
So that's the Xanadu area. If people didn't know that, which is really big. That's where VG Boot Camp hosts their stuff. So he's able to be seen a lot and stuff. So and he plays some pretty solid competition over in his area. Next we have Crispy Tacos, who is actually, I think, the longest lasting of our Smash players now.
Yeah, I am actually the person that brought Tacos on. He's not on PR anymore. He used to be, I think, 12th PR in NorCal. But he's playing up in that region, which is really hot up and coming now that you got players like Trevante, DSS, Shaky just, kicked ass at Paragon. So people are pretty excited about NorCal. He's up in there representing us. He helps with the casting at the Showdown tournaments, which if you've never watched are always really hyped. There's a lot of people checking them out. Chat's always active and stuff. So they got a lot of good stuff going for him. And yeah, he's a really great player. I'm glad we have him on the team, and he's one of our most, I'd say, sociable people, because he just loves to randomly talk to people and talk about anime butts for whatever reason that may be. If you look up his Twitter, he probably has something about Street Fighter butts.
Yeah, you know what, butts. There's nothing wrong with butts.
Those are I threw the ats for their Twitters in chat too, so feel free to check them out, give them a follow if you want to. Neon, go ahead and throw yours in if you want.
Yeah. Well, and then the last player who's there on our team is just some scrub named 1 1. We won't talk about him though.
Yeah, it's not that important. I mean, he might be our only player on PR right now, but whatever.
Yeah, so there's me, I'm 1 1, but I think I'm eventually going to actually change the tag back to what I wanted it to be, which was like that 1 1 guy, but, you know, Buster status. We'll talk about it eventually. But yeah, I'm 1 1. I'm ranked 4th in New Hampshire, but I mean, that's New Hampshire. It's not saying too much, boys. But,
so no one cares.
I'm in the New England region, so I have like people like Blood Cross, Mars. Mars is a huge player. I think Mars honestly has potential to be one of the best players in Smash 4, and he just can't go to tournaments because he's like 16. It's horrible. But like,
Mom, let me go to Smash.
Blood Cross, Captain Awesome, both players that placed like top 16 of Evo. So like, my region isn't slump worthy, boys. So don't sleep on us. Oh, yes.
I don't know. Captain Awesome's kind of terrible.
I don't want to talk about Captain Awesome. I think everyone in New England already has the same.
Oh, yeah, that can't be Villager though.
That already has the same opinion on him. But so yeah, that's just me. I stream also as well. I said it earlier. So I'm like our streamer / our player until we get like a new full-time streamer, and then I can focus more on playing more than just streaming. So, but I'm also here in the podcast because I love doing it. It's fun. I like being in the social area. It's cool.
Yep, we're social butterflies.
But other than that, that's really it for like our players wise. Like again, follow us all on Twitter, guys. We all post pretty regularly, and we all like go to as many events as we can. So like you can keep up to date on how we're doing and whatnot.
If you see someone not posting, just go ahead and tell me, and I will yell at them because I tell them all to post all the time, even though they don't listen to me.
All right. Next thing might be a quick one. It could be a long one. We don't know yet. It's really up in the air. Is the ledge snap mechanic in Smash 4 is actually discovered. All right. So if people don't understand what that means, is when you grab the ledge in Smash Bros. I guarantee almost all of you have played Smash Bros. At least once in your life, and you can grab the ledge. Well, in Smash 4, when you grab the ledge, you actually had what we thought was a 1-frame vulnerability. So when you're about to grab the ledge, you could get hit. Like someone could run off and hit you, or they could like use a move that hit under the stage. Well, now it's actually discovered that it's 2 frames, which may not seem like a lot, but that's double the amount of time to punish someone. And if you have like a really solid quick move like Fox's up tilt that will hit people from under the ledge, or like Mario's dash attack, in like that has it hits under ledge, it's fast, it's very lingering on hitbox wise, it gives you a lot more time to optimally punish someone. So like if someone's quickly ledge snapping and then you hit them, they get popped up or they instantly get stage spiked. Like 2 seconds, or 2 frames may not sound like a lot, but again, it's double what we thought it was, and that's really cool information to find out, because now we might actually see people try to utilize it more.
Yeah, especially because this is like, it doesn't seem like, 2 frames, that's ridiculous. But if you're into fighting games, you quickly learn that every frame is really important. And, like, if you guys are Smash players, I like Little Mac a lot, even though everyone hates me for it. That makes me so sad that I'm that much more vulnerable trying to get to the ledge. And, like, I'm sure there's a lot of other characters that are going to be getting, like, heavier punishes done on them now, trying to recover and all that. And it should, not, like, a huge thing, because it's not like they changed the frame data or anything like that. But now that it's known, you might see people responding to it a little bit differently and, adapting to their options better than they were.
And that's like, again, like fighting scene games in general, like every frame is like an hour in our time for some reason. Like a frame can mean the difference between you living and you dying. So like when moves get like nerfed or buffed, and it's like a frame difference, like when someone's like just like a casual player and they read that, they're like, oh, it's whatever, it's 1 frame, like that's nothing. But like to the hardcore players, like if you tell Zero this, like, hey, this move got an extra frame added to it, he's like, 1 more second to punish, or 1 more frame to punish. Like that, it's so crazy to think like that. So
he's sitting there trying to think of a new way to use Diddy.
Yeah, like now he's like, okay, sweet, now
bring him back in the meta.
I can go off stage like 1 frame earlier and back air you or up B you or whatever. Like it's huge. it's a big deal in like one frame inputs is a big difference between you living and you dying. Like a one frame invincibility, like it doesn't sound like a lot, but again, it can lead to you living or dying. And there's so many characters that have quick one frame hitboxes. Like for Lil Mac, for an example, his jab is like actually not even. I think it's like maybe even less than a frame. It's so fast. So like it gives you a lot of time to punish someone. So
yeah.
I mean, again, it's a cool little mechanic. I'm really excited for it. Like that we now know, and we can actually like see if people optimally start punishing with it. Because a lot of people are like, it's one frame. I didn't want to try it. Like they didn't want to risk it because like they can instead go for something like a ledge trump, which is where they grab the ledge and pop the other person off instead. They're like, oh, why would I go for that when I can just ledge trump them and then try to punish them then? Like now that they know they have double the time, it's well maybe I can mix it up and instead I'll go for the back air off stage.
Yeah, so it's a big deal. But something I'm hype about that's coming up now is Nintendo Directs are going to be coming back.
Yay! So,
Woo!
if people didn't know, Iwata obviously sadly passed away a couple months ago, and we haven't had a Direct since. But since now they just announced a new president, and they also at the same time just announced that Directs are coming back. So I'm assuming the new president, or even maybe Reggie's going to probably be doing the Direct now.
Praise Reggie.
My body.
Seriously. My body is so ready for the Reggie.
So, maybe that'd be a cool thing to have Reggie or like even the new president come, because I know he's an English speaker because he was the former president of U.S. Nintendo. So now he's just overall the president. So again, cool little neat things. And sorry, I just got a text. That was really rude. And so I'm excited because that might mean we finally will start getting more information, because we haven't been getting like anything telling us about like, oh hey, like a new DLC character's coming out, or hey, a new DLC anything's coming out, because we haven't had directs. So that might have been some of the reason why they were kind of just like slowing it down, just because they were trying to transition everything. They didn't want to try to like push for more DLC stuff when they're still going through transitions of changing presidents, which is a huge deal in a corporation.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm really glad. You know, there's always so like surprising when they come out. You're never really expecting one. It'll be like, I remember it was like 2 weeks before EVO, and all of a sudden Nintendo's just like, by the way, here's a direct announcing 3 DLC characters for Smash. Screw you guys, you're getting this now.
And
I was just like,
And about the randomness, dude, we literally just got a random one last night too, with telling us we got a new stage. But last time we got promised only one thing, we got like 500 new things. So this could potentially mean more characters, more stages. But for right now, I'm actually quite happy with it. Yeah, it's my casual person loving it, but we're getting Mario Maker as a stage, which means every time you play on the stage, it's going to be different, and you can fix it too, and like edit it a little, which sounds weird, but it's going to be really fun, because like when you're playing just like with your buddies, like you're drinking, or you're just like having a group of friends over, and you're doing like 8-man Smash, and then you go to the stage, and it just literally every time you choose it, it's a completely different cluster of like...
Oh, it's going to be nuts. Dude, that makes me so happy, because it's like, normally I go on the random stage list. Like, I'll have a bunch of friends over, we'll be playing. We'll go on a random stage list, and we'll go all random. Like, no one will know what's going on. Everyone will get these characters they're just terrible at. Someone will be going on Bowser and just killing themselves the whole time. Someone will get Puff and just yell about how they can't land the rest. It's always great. But we pick random stages because we're always too lazy to set the stages, and then we end up getting something stupid. And no one's happy. We'll get like a Metroid stage, and everyone will want to blow their brains out and just restart.
Or you get like
and no one's happy.
And you're like, oh good, not like I haven't played this 1,000 times.
Yeah. So with this, it just, it's another thing that's casual, but it'll just make the game so much more fun, which is really, it's what they're concentrating on. Nintendo obviously, because they're so anti-esports, like, you can't have tournaments and all that. So it should be a really, just like a nice continuation of the whole casual fun time stuff, even though it doesn't affect tournaments. I'm really happy about it.
And honestly, it's cool because it's going to be a new Omega, which there should be 4 different versions of the Omega if I'm thinking about it. I wonder if the Omega is different every time too, like even if it's just like the blocks are different looking. Because first of all, there's like, you can do 4 different versions of the Mario Maker, which is like original Mario, Mario World, Mario Wii U, and I'm forgetting the other one, and I'm going to get hate for it. Can't think of it.
Oh god, like
it's another Mario version of like a Mario game.
Is it 3D?
No.
3D then?
No, it's like one of the old school ones. But anyways, it's like a Mario 2 maybe. I think it might be Mario 2 or something like that. But anyways, there's 4 default stages. So I wonder if it's lame as it sounds, the Omegas might actually be a random every time too. I don't know, it might be something cute and neat. Like it adds maybe a little bit difference to the competitive scene, but I mean Omegas most of the time when people choose FD, they're like, oh, let's just go FD. Not like, oh, let's go Omega this stage. So But again, on the flip side, last time we got promised one DLC thing, like, hey, you're only getting Lucas. We got Mii skins, which, I mean, it's a Mii skin. It's not end of the world. It's not like game breaking. We got new stages, which we didn't know as well. And it's like, cool, we got new stages. And was it that? Yeah, we got Dreamland, which is tournament legal.
Yes.
So we got a new tournament legal stage. For a competitive scene, that's awesome. So we're like, sweet, we got a new competitive
Huge.
scene. And on top of that, we got 2 extra characters. We got Roy and Ryu. Ryu was a mind blow. Like, no one saw that coming. And then
Ryu was. I mean, I'm not surprised that Ryu got put in the game, but I'm surprised they did Ryu so well. With the true inputs and all that, and, like, I don't play him, but every one of my friends who plays Street Fighter and now plays Ryu in Smash is like, yeah, he is a Smash character, but he still holds his, like, Street Fighter elements with him. Just, like, such good character design in that sense.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, it's like having Roy back too. I love Roy. Like, Roy's our boy, man. Like, it's you can't take the boy out. So for him coming back is awesome. But again, so in that, like, we were only told Lucas. That was the only thing we were told. And then the day of the DLC, that's when they threw out all this new information at us. So we might get the same. I'm like really hoping we get the same thing this time too. Like, oh hey, so like we're only getting a new stage. JK, here's like 2 new tournament legal stages, 3 characters, and like buffs and nerfs to all the characters. Oh, that too. Like, we also got buffs and nerfs in that patch too, which again is huge to the metagame because it changes up the tier list. Whether it be little like, oh hey, Ike moved 1 spot up, or oh my god, we don't have a top 5 anymore. Like Sheik became horrible. Like Sheik is now only Zelda permanently for life. Like Sheik doesn't exist in the game anymore.
I hope so. I hope
Sheik.
so.
I don't know. I think Sheik's the perfect.
I hate
I think
Sheik.
Sheik's the perfect top tier. We can talk about that right after though. Like, I don't know. I just think I think anything can happen when a patch comes out. They never tell us when an update's coming, like via like patch wise. So. Like, we can get character buffs and nerfs, we can get character tweaks, we can get new characters, we can get new stages, we can get all this stuff. Like, it's endless possibilities of what we can actually get. But will Nintendo probably just troll us and just give us this one new stage?
Probably.
It's Sakurai. Like, at the end of the day, it's Sakurai. He's super, like, spontaneous. Like, one day he's like, I hate you all, I'm just not going to do anything for 5 months. And then one day he's like, I love you guys, take all the things for $5 each. So.
Oh god.
But
Alright, back to Sheik real quick, because I'm going to get my complaints out about Sheik really quick, and then we can be done with Smash Talks and go on to questions. So with Sheik, my problem with where she is now, I think she's very well balanced, good at getting low damage stacked up real quick, build it up, and then go for kills where there's like a kind of like, there's like a slope in her damage where if you go past a certain point, it's hard to kill. However, I just think they should nerf the up B, because when you have 2 guaranteed kill options at 100, I think it's a little silly. Like, maybe make it kill at like 150, and that way if you want to go for the up B, you can sneak in damage, but you're not going to get the kill early. But like, it just annoys me that every time you see a Sheik go over and down throw, it's just like, well, time to flip the coin. Let's see what happens.
No, I get that, but like, I don't know how I view Sheik in this game is she's in a really neat spot for a top, like, our S tier character, because everyone unanimously can agree Sheik's our best player, like, hands down, everyone can agree. But like, if we look back at like other even past games or even this game's past in general, Sheik is probably the most balanced, like I say this in quotes, most balanced top tier we've had, like, because Sheik has a obvious flaw of she sucks at killing. And she doesn't have many kill options unless it's a Gimp, a Bouncing Fish, or an up B option, or Tipper and up smash, which rarely ever happens.
Yeah, I hardly ever see that, actually.
So, like, it's cool to see that, yeah, she has her bread and butter combos that can rack up stupid amounts of damage. But you also have that point where there's a thing called Rage in this game, where it gives you more power. And when you get high percents, you can make these insane comebacks, which we've seen hundreds of times in this game. And it's a cool mechanic, and that's why I think, honestly, if there was no Rage, I would definitely say we need to nerf something about Sheik. But just since we have Rage, I think I'm okay with Sheik being our top. Like, maybe a baby nerfs here and there, but like nothing like not like the DD treatment, because like.
Oh no, I absolutely don't think I don't think Sheik needs to become mid tier like B or C.
Yeah.
Just we'll nerf this, we'll nerf that, and take away all the up special. No more of that. You can't recover anymore.
Yeah.
No, there doesn't need to be that much like rudeness done to Sheik.
No, and
but
like
baby nerfs.
Like, again, I will agree with baby nerfs, but overall, I think she is as close as we can get to the perfect top tier without her being broken. Because we still see tournaments where Sheiks aren't winning at all. We're still, like, multiple, but, like, when you look at past games like Meta Knight is a huge example to compare it. Like, yes, I know he's broken, or even like 64 Pikachu. Like, this is characters that like didn't have a losing matchup whatsoever. Like, they just dominated, and they had like 60 to 40% win ratios on almost every character. Like, and that was their closest like hard matchup. But like with Sheik, she still has like I think has like a couple 50-50s, and even a losing matchup against someone that's not getting considered like a high tier, which is Lucario. Most Sheik mains can agree that Lucario does really well because Lucario can get Rage and Aura and can kill Sheik at 30%, whereas Sheik just gives him 150% for free and goes, here, kill me in one hit. So, like,
that is true.
If you look at it like that, like, Sheik is, like, again, I still think Sheik should get a baby nerf. That way I can play Sheik again and not be considered a tier whore, and I'd be very happy about that. But, like, I'm okay. Like, if they didn't touch her ever again, if they didn't touch anyone in the top 5 other than Luigi, because I hate Luigi, but that's a different topic for a different day. If we didn't touch anyone in the top 5, I'd be quite content. Like, straight up, I'm very happy with our top 5. I think they all kind of interbalance, hit each other, and kill each other, which is cool, other than Sheik, but Sheik I still think can lose to Pikachu. Like, it may be a 50-50, but...
Yeah, I'd say 50-50 on that.
But that's cool. But, like, what other past games can we say that? Like, in Melee, like, we have a definitive top 8. And if you're not playing a character in the top 8, you are useless in tournament. Like, good luck trying to win a tournament. Like, straight up. Like, it's... And then, like, 64, if you're not playing Pikachu or Kirby, good luck winning a tournament. Or maybe Captain Falcon. Like, on a good day, Captain Falcon. Like, good luck winning a tournament. And then in Brawl, if you're not playing Meta Knight, or maybe Ices. Ices is still OP in that game, but, like, I say maybe Ices because of how great Meta Knight is. Good luck winning a tournament. Like with top-level players. But, like, in this game... Like, if you throw, like, top-level players at each other, maybe minus 0, because 0... actually, 0 pulls out Diddy and still wins. So, I mean, I guess we can...
Yeah, that is...
Like,
that's fair.
Throw, like,
0 did beat... What was it, Mr. R?
Yeah, like...
With that, Diddy in
so
finals.
Cool. And he did it again against Vinny. Like, yeah, Vinny set the bracket, but he still beat him. But, like, it's things like that, like, which makes it so interesting about Smash 4, is that you can literally see a Ganon win a tournament. Like, yeah, it might not be the top level tournament, but, like, you can go to a tournament and see a Ganon win a tournament. And just, like...
Yeah, a legit tournament, too.
Yeah, and it's, like... And that's so cool. Or, like, you can see, like, a bunch of different characters win tournaments. Like, you can see a ZSS win here. You can see a Pikachu win here. You can see a Sheik win here. Like, yeah, I just named off people in top 5, but that's a lot more than, like, Brawl could say. Or, like, you can go to a tournament and a Marth could win. Like, we have, like, tournaments over here in New England where we have a guy named Pug West who literally dominates people with Marth, who people consider like bottom of mid tier, and he comes out here and dominates. And like then we have like people out like Sonic mains that can still come out here and do work, and people barely consider him top 10 anymore because all the nerfs. So, and that's really cool in Smash 4 because like you don't see that in other Smash games, and I love that. Like I think that's the thing I love the most about Smash 4 is I need to learn every matchup. Not I need to sit here and grind Fox. I need to sit here and grind Sheik. I need to sit here and grind Falco. I need to sit here and grind Count Falcon, or I'm gonna lose a tournament. Like, I can go, oh my god, so I had to, like, look back at notes and, like, what do I do against Peach? Or what do I do against Mr. Game & Watch? Because, like...
Yeah, I know. The pocket... Every now and then you just see Gimmer pop up, down throw 9, and then, oh, well, there goes that game.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Like, and that's, again, so that's what I love about Smash. Like, Smash 4. I think it's really cool that, like, our characters are pretty diverse. Like, the pool is pretty diverse. You can see almost every character come out and win a tournament, realistically. So...
yeah, I can agree to that. Shout out to Smash 4 for being one of the more balanced fighting games I've seen, honestly, especially with such a big roster.
And sorry we didn't talk about much about like Melee or PM or Brawl today, guys. I mean, most people don't talk about PM anymore. But like, there was nothing new in the Melee world. There was nothing really new in Brawl world, other than Xanadu's now bringing back Brawl, which is pretty cool. I'd love to see Brawl come back. I don't see why people are hating on it. Like, people like it. Let it come back. But there's really no news. Like, we had Paragon like 2 weeks ago, and that's really like it's kind of old news at this point. So
yeah.
Until like next big event, like maybe you'll hear us kind of fanboy over Melee or like Smash 4 or Brawl or.
Oh, I guarantee I'm gonna go ahead and fanboy real hard when Big House happens and like Abadango's playing again. Whew, I love to watch the Pac-Man.
I'm so excited. I need to see the GOAT come back. I need to see Mango win another one.
Yeah.
Sorry. I love Mango. Alright, but I think that's really it in the Smash 4 part, or the Smash part in general.
Yeah, alright, so at this point, if you guys have any questions about anything, whether it's Smite or Smash or esports or our company, anything like that, feel free to ask them. we'll give you some time. Until then, I'm just going to go ahead and relist our promotional stuff again. First, I want to go ahead and shout out our new website, which is looking good, I think. It just came up what was it? A couple days ago. It's got all our stuff, team info. We got highlight vids on there. Here, let me actually go on to the next thing, which is all of our highlight videos. We have a couple right now. Bringing them real quick. That's a highlight video of our boy Neon right here. So give that a little view. And then our MDVA player Dark Flame, who's starting to do real good things in the MDVA scene. There's his highlight video. So go ahead and check that stuff out too, because that's really cool. Everyone likes watching people get styled on, and I know Neon's video has a ton of dunks.
Dude, that entire video wasn't really even like a combo video. It's literally let's see how many dunks Neon can get in like.
It's Dunk City. It's Dunk City, and then the occasional little Falco tricks.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that made me so happy.
The Falco style stuff.
That made me so happy. That was the first time ever getting it, even like off training mode too.
Yeah. And the last thing I'm gonna. Oh. Apparently I did that wrong. I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot a straight link. Our giveaway.
It's giveaways. Giveaways.
Oh, God. My bad. If you know me, if you see me mod a chat or anything, I always mess up the commands. So we'll just say that I don't know how to do anything in chat. So yeah, we got a giveaway going on Gleamio. We're giving away a Logitech Daedalus gaming mouse, 800 gems for first place for our SMITE players that like that. Second place, we're going to be giving away a Tier Convention 2015 skin, which if you don't got one, you probably want it because it's actually pretty sweet, along with 400 gems to get whatever you want. And third place will be getting a Tier Monster Ward skin and 400 gems too. So make sure you hit that up. All you got to do is follow us on Twitter and stuff, the basics. Nothing too fancy. And then last, I will shout out the Twitter if you guys want to check us out, which is at Detonate.
Again, if you follow us on Twitter, you also get, points to get, in that giveaway. So may as well follow us anyways.
Yeah, so do it. Win free stuff potentially. Help us out. Join the Bomb Squad family, which, if you don't know, anyone who does anything with us, part of our community, you check out our content, you play in our Friday Night Smite tournament. Anything like that, we consider you family here. We really appreciate the people we do have helping us out, supporting us, all that stuff. So join up with the Bomb Squad, follow us on Twitter, all that good stuff, and show some love. We'll make sure we show it back. Anytime you need us, feel free to contact us. We're here for you guys. All right, so
I guess I'll answer Storm's question. I guess I'll answer Storm's little question. That I mean, he knows the answers of these things, but
he's just being a little BM.
He wants to be a little bit. I mean, look, Storm. If you're really asking whether you should go Soulstone or Vamp Shroud, on Zeus, it's obviously probably, in my opinion, and again, this is just me. It's probably based on your matchup. If you're going against an early game, god probably such as an Isis that's going to shove you in lane, you might want to go ahead and get some health back and some mana back and just go ahead and go with the Vamp Shroud. If you think you can go ahead and beat a Scylla, somebody that's going to be a little late game-ish, not going to kit online, you can get an early kill, probably go the Soulstone then if you think you can go ahead and hit her. It's really probably going to be dependent on that matchup that you go with. There's really no right or wrong. Soulstone's obviously going to do more damage if you can connect your abilities, but, that's with anything, If you can connect your abilities, go ahead and, go with the Vamp Shroud or go with the Soulstone, especially if you have a good early game matchup that you think you can win out there. And why you don't jump in as Odin at level 2 is because Omega is playing Hercules. That's why you don't bird bomb the wave at level 2 is because Odin.
I mean,
my boy from Eager, Omega, was playing Hercules and was like, "Did you really just jump the wave? Please, that was So, yeah.
I love knowing everything you guys are talking about.
You know what, Neon? You're going to turn me into a Smash lover, and I'm going to turn you into a Smite lover. We're going to play one.
If you notice, I'm in the middle right now because I'm the translator betwing these two. Because
for the sake of the podcast,
Freight Train knows everything about Smite, Neon knows everything about Smash, and I'm just kind of sitting here.
For the sake of the podcast, I will look into Smite stuff. I will get it on Steam, and I'll play it a bit just so I can kind of understand what you're talking about. When you're talking about esports in general, I can tune in. When you're talking about just esports as a scene, I can jump in. I know that stuff. But when you're Odin with spell vamp, I'm like League of Legends. I know what spell vamp is. but I don't know what Odin is or what he does. So
He's a god of
It's all right.
birds.
I'll make sure to watch some Smash tournaments and stuff like that. So I'll be getting in there.
Yeah, I'll
And
be
I can
forcing you
actually
guys
tune
to
in,
get
so-
to know each other better.
Yeah.
All right.
It's all right. Unless there's any other questions in chat, I mean, realistically, I mean, Lupo, it's up. It's your call.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much good for today.
yeah, this is perfect timing.
I'm going to go ahead and say, tuning off, everyone reintroduce yourselves real quick. I'm Lupo. I'm the head of marketing and co-owner of Detonate. I do stuff. People hopefully like it, and then we hopefully make money eventually. Freight.
What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading chat and I completely just like
Who are you and what do you
hit my
do?
head. Oh, I am Freight Train. I do things. Hashtag blame Freight. No, I'm the production manager for Detonate, and I'm a caster for them on Friday Night Smite. You can find me at Freight Train X for my Twitter, and that's me.
One second, I'm unbuying
Alright.
Sly because someone Nightbot banned him.
Oh my god.
Did I not ban him? Oh no.
I thought the slave.
Anyways, I'm 1E1 guys. I'm our Smash player / part-time streamer for now. You guys can check me out at twitch.tv/1E1. You can check me out on my Twitter, which is at 1E1_SSB. And I'll be here every week with my buddies Lupo and Freight Train anyways. So you guys can just see my pretty face and Lupo's pretty face and Freight Train's pretty face every week.
That's right.
Call pretty.
Very
But yeah,
pretty.
this is actually like
Shout
this
out.
is perfect timing because like when we have our guests on and stuff, like that's the extra 15 minutes that we have. So kudos to
Awesome.
us. Come on, guys, give us some hype.
Yeah. So if you missed
Right.
anything in tonight's podcast, we're also going to be posting up videos on our YouTube. Someone can link that. I'm not going to right now. But yeah, we'll be getting stuff posted on YouTube, hopefully within like the next 10 minutes after stream. So if you want to check out any of the Smite stuff, you missed that, feel free to go check out that. But other than that, we'll be signing off tonight. So Neon, go ahead and close us
All
out.
right, bye everybody.